everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Now they'll run on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
They're going to look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Come on. Pump it up, baby. Let's get loud. Get up, Brown. Get up.
Play clock winding down. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run again with Hilliard. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the 45. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. We'll not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Detroit!
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Hilliard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Hilliard. And some room to roam now. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now here's a carry heading left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed. not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Barney. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to air one. He's got a man complete. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Vaughn. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Green.
Operating from the gun. Vaughn. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Good. Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he lost the football. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. they try the right side here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13 to 3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, now, look at 56. Gone!
On first down, Vaughn. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Just like that. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 3 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Saints. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Over. Check. 4 down. The trap's going. Watch it now. Party.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. Leopard.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. A strong running. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue, landed. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard! Leopard! Let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. So two disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go!
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for New Orleans, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.